This is sort of a PSA, public service announcement. Springtime, you have house cleaning, right? GMS needs a house cleaning. You got guys that are lackeys, guys that are not doing the work, guys that are not diligent. I'm putting it out there in general. The leaders of the various camps, we know the leaders, they're doing the work, they're diligent. But your men got to be doing the work too. Did not the Apostle Paul and Peter say, give diligence to make thy calling and election sure? Apostle Paul said, how did he say it? Matter of fact, let me go to it. Let me go to it so I don't botch it up. That you show the same diligence. The same diligence. Matter of fact, I'm going to go to it, so I'm going to look up that word. Second Peter. I believe that's 1 verse 10, if I'm not mistaken. We'll find out. What I mean by this, he's got these slackers, these lackeys. There's a lot of guys that are part of GMS as a hangout type of thing. They cool with, but then you can't be in the camp. You can be out in the audience or something. And once you come into this truth, you're a part of that spiritual war. So you gotta eat the roll and teach the house of Israel. That's what it says. Wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make thy calling and election sure. For if ye do these things, ye shall never fall. If you're not diligent, then there's a good chance you're not of the elect. So let me look up the word diligent. Spodadzo. And I believe that goes into the word speed. Right, speed. That's where you get the word speed. It says, when I ran track back in a day, and I was fast. I was a distant runner and I was a sprinter, and I was good at both. And when I ran the 100, I ran like somebody was shooting at me. I was diligent in that run. You couldn't, like before a race, you couldn't talk to me. I'm like, I'm getting in the zone. I said, don't even talk to me. Don't even touch me. Inside joke. It said to hasten, make haste. To exert oneself, endeavor, give diligence. So when you come into this thing, you got to be on fire, and the fire you got to be on that level. The old saying, keep that same level. Well, guess what? When you come in this truth, you got to keep the same level, and that level is to exert oneself. Make full proof of thy ministry. You got guys that might have just came in a year, 2, 3 years, and they kind of in their zone. You know, they kind of doing their little thing here and there. They ain't really on fire. They ain't on fire. If you're not on fire and you're in the camp, you shouldn't be in the camp. Okay, and that goes out to you leaders. That's why you're leaders. And you have spies among you. You guys are getting too buddied up with people that you don't know. You got spies, you got police, you got feds among you. Watch the movie In Too Deep. Watch the movie what is it? What's the damn movie? What is this? Brasco, Johnny Brasco. Watch that movie. Brasco is based upon the true account. That guy got in. He was Sicilian on both sides, and he knew how to speak the perfect Italiano. He knew the culture, so they let him in. They said he's one of us. That's what they said. He said he's one of us. You know, that means that you can trust this guy. So that caused, I believe it was Sonny Black, to get killed for that. for allowing this guy to get in. You got to read the backstory on it, right? You guys are in this thing. I don't know if they went up there and told you. You guys are in this thing to do the work, to eat the roll and go out and teach the house of Israel. This is not a hangout club. This is not a, what do you call it, a sports club. It's not a thing where you get together, hanging out with the Coopers type thing. You're supposed to be doing the work. Period. And whatever level you get on, which is the highest level, you got to keep that same level. Any less than that, the Most High doesn't accept it. That's why the Apostle Paul said what he said. Endeavor, which means be diligent. In Ephesians 4, verse 3, and I love this whole chapter. I love the book of Ephesians. Endeavor, be diligent to keep the unity of the Spirit in the bond of peace. It says, endeavor the more abundantly to see your face with great desire. Study. Now that word is G 4704, which is spudazo, which means diligent. When you study diligently to show thyself approved. Do thy diligence to come shortly unto me. Do thy diligence to come before winter. Ebulus greeteth thee, and Pudens and Linus, these are Greek names, and Claudia, and all the brethren. These were Israelites that came up as Gentiles. Titus 3 verse 12. Give me a second. Forgive me for that. I had some chicken in the oven. Some jerk chicken. Let your labor, which is diligent, therefore to enter into that rest, which is the kingdom, lest any man fall after the same example of unbelief. Guys fell off because they no longer believe. They lost the faith. So don't be like those guys. That's why I opened that up with that. Moreover, I will endeavor, be diligent, that ye may be able after my decease, this is Paul speaking, after I die, to have these things always in remembrance. Keep this, when I die, keep the same energy. 2 Peter 3 verse 14. Wherefore, beloved, seeing that ye look for such things, which is the kingdom, be diligent that ye may be found of him in peace, without spot and blameless. So for you camp leaders out there, get your house in order. You got guys, the camp, you out there for 3 hours, 2.5 hours, whatever the case may be, and this guy is always coming the last half hour, and he's on fire. And he got lame ass excuses. Get rid of his ass. Get rid of his ass. Give me a second here. Let me take this word. Let me take the word diligent and I put diligence. Diligence. Okay. Let me do it this way. Let me do it this way. That's in Hebrews. Bear me for a minute. Let's see if it comes up this way. Let's see if it comes up. I believe it's in Hebrews chapter 6. Let me just do it this way. Hebrews 6, and it may be the 11th verse. Let's see if I'm correct. Okay. And ye desire that every one of you do show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope unto the end, meaning keep that same energy, that ye be not slothful, but followers of them who through faith and patience inherit the promises. This is not, if you think this is a hangout, we're going to show you the door. Spude. Same thing. It's a root for spudazo. Haste, with haste. Earnestness, earnest. You got people named Ernest. Yo, Ernest, come and give me that thing for me, Ernest. Earnest means to be diligent. Diligence. Earnestness in accomplishing, promoting, or striving after anything. You like a particular woman at your job, you flip over backwards for that woman, you open the door for her, you give her flowers, you diligent to get on her good side, so to speak. Keep that same energy when you come into this truth. If you don't have the energy and the love and the diligence for this truth like you have for a fine ass woman that you wanted to get with, all you men that have women, you know what I mean. To give all diligence, interest oneself most earnestly. Earnestly meaning diligently. So you guys that are not diligent, you shouldn't be in GMS. Go to the root of this word. Let me let you hear it.
Strong's G 4692, Spudo. Spudo.
All right, spudo. There again. Haste, make haste. To desire earnestly. Let me go to the root. Let me let you hear it.
Strong's G 4228, Poos. Poos.
Okay. Okay, beautiful. Of disciples listening to their teacher's instruction are said to be at his feet. So if you're not diligent, you should just leave. And if you don't want to leave, the camp leader is supposed to check your ass. If you ain't, look, we're at the end of this goddamn thing. It says, he that he run that readeth it. Let me go to that. Habakkuk. I'm gonna go to it in the NLT. Habakkuk 2 in the NLT. Go right to the point. Okay, second verse. Habakkuk 2 verse 2. Then Yahweh said to me, write my answer plainly on tablets, so that a runner, who is the right to answer on plainly on tablets? The prophets of old, which those prophets are here now through us. So in another life, we saw these visions, and we wrote them down, didn't understand them. Like I said before, I'll say it again. I challenge anybody to say that I'm going off. I dare you, I double dare you. None of the prophets understood the prophecies that they were writing down. What I mean by that is the future prophecies of Babylon. None of them understood it. We understand it perfectly. So that makes us the runners. So that a runner, we are the runner. Remember, spudazo goes back to the word foot. You run with your feet. So that a runner, we are the runners. We got to run with it. Give diligence. Can carry the correct message to others. The MOTB, the Revelation 13 and 16. What is the correct message? The message that we here at GMS is teaching. And it's going to be found out. It's going to be found out. So they're going to have a lot of these other camps, major camps, that say different. They got a lot of explaining to do.